Hey, it's Alyssa Sequoia. Welcome to my podcast, Flow With Me. I'll be sharing thoughts, ideas, stories, my music, my comedy, and whatever flows through in the moment. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Saw a great movie yesterday at a movie theater in a town near where I grew up. It's actually a movie theater that I used to go to a lot when I was a kid, but it's been renovated and it's like ultra luxurious, fucking amazing place to see a movie. So the movie was called Influenced, and it was hysterical. To me, it was hysterical. Two powerhouse women, New York women, did this film. Rachel Israel was the director, and what was her name? Who wrote it? I just told you. Jill Wagner was the lead actress and wrote it. Went to see it because an acquaintance, I'll say, was in it, and he was incredible. He crushed it. So got there, had the entire theater to ourselves. It was actually a date that my partner, husband, and I went on, and had a laugh. It was so great. Then, as life is, big surprise, we got out of the movie and there was a crowd, and who's in the center of the crowd but Rob Thomas, the musician, singer, songwriter. It was so cool to see him there. So I went up to him and said hello, and we chatted a bit. I told him I'm recording some songs and I'm kind of like in my bliss. Regardless of whatever happens with them, I have no expectations, but just the creative process has me in a kind of a blissed out state. And he said, well, I'm kind of jealous because I don't have that going on right now. Like, I don't know what that is right now for myself. And I'm not happy with anything I'm writing. And I feel like a hack. And there was so much going on around us. There were dogs barking. There was a huge crowd. And I was trying with my voice to talk over it and say, listen, don't listen to other people's music right now. Don't tell yourself you're a hack. Just be your most authentic, creative self, right? Like, create for yourself. Don't think about other people when you're creating art. Do it for you. Do what lights you up. Say what you gotta say to yourself, for yourself. And that's it, man. People, who cares, are going to like what they like, not like what they don't like, and move on to the next thing in a split second. So just show up for your soul, for your voice, your authentic self. I'm in the park. There's a lot going on, grass being mowed and whatnot. Back to talking to Rob. I was able to get that out to him, to express that to him. And you know what he did? He hugged me. He grabbed me and embraced me. And it was so beautiful and so unexpected. So, hey, it was just like a beautiful exchange.
We both know that it's time to go. So I walk to the subway. the people now surround me, and the train pulls in. But we both know that it's time to go. Yeah. So I find some change to call you, but I know that you're not.
It's really a trip going to that movie theater for me because of the fact that there's so much like memories around every corner there. There's this like energy of the past for me. And I wrestle with that a little bit, but it's so beautiful there. Clive Davis took over this movie theater, and he's the one actually that like revamped it and made it this gorgeous place to be. And they have like live music events, and just it's just a lovely place. Clive Davis, if you don't know, was an A&R guy who discovered talent back in the day, and like discovered Pink Floyd, Sly and the Family Stone, Janis Joplin, Whitney Houston, Bruce Springsteen, Aerosmith, Billy Joel. The list goes on and on. So Clive lives there and made this movie theater like the center of town. So fun. Anyway, side story, many years ago, back in the year 2000, my husband, who was not my husband at the time, met Clive Davis when we were out to dinner at a restaurant in New York City. I said, "That's Clive Davis. You gotta go say hi. I have music that I've recorded, and he needs to fucking hear it. So please go introduce yourself and say hi, because he's gay and I need you to flirt with him and figure out how to get the fucking music to him." So he did. He went over and he said hi. And don't you know, Clive was all about it. He was so into it. He was smitten with my guy and was like, "Here's my number. Yes, call me. Let's get together. I'd love to hear the music." Well, my husband never followed through. I am telling you something that is actually really challenging of a thing that happened, that he didn't pursue it, that he didn't follow through, and he kind of fought me about it, and was back when it happened, he was like, "No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to send him the music. This is not what I want to do." He wasn't in a good place, my guy, way back then. He was not in a good place, and he was struggling with addictions. And so he wasn't showing up for me or for himself. It's been a journey, let me tell you. So that happened. Now, if I even back up further to before I met my husband, when I was working for a caterer, a rock and roll caterer, a woman named Marcia Fox, my girlfriend's aunt, who gave me work as a caterer, so hired me to cater rock concerts. One of the events I worked was a 50th anniversary party for Clive Davis. So we cooked and got the whole place together, serving the talent that was performing at that event. I do not remember the venue in Manhattan, a gigantic venue in Manhattan. But there I was working as a caterer for the talent that was performing that night for Clive Davis's 50th anniversary of life, of being one of the most successful, like, discoverer of talent the world has ever known. So who was there? Kenny G. We were cooking for him, taking care of him, Aretha Franklin, on and on. And Marcia gets me stoned, tells me to smoke a joint with her. And I was like, no, I don't want to. She's like, oh, yeah, you're smoking with me. And pot and me, we have a funny past and relationship. Doesn't always hit me right. No, it did not hit me right after I smoked with her. And I was freaking out. Let's go back even further. Why? About 6 months, 5 months earlier, my girlfriend set me up on a date with Clive Davis's son, Mitch. Was hanging out with Mitch at a party. He was telling me about when his father came out of the closet to him and how confusing it was for him. And does he lift the toilet seat? Does he sit on the toilet seat? Is his dad his dad? Is his dad his, like, mom, gay dad? He was so confused by it and was talking to me about it. So I kind of went backwards in my timeline about my connection to Clive. So I'm catering this event for Clive, this tremendous star-studded event. And I'm the worker behind the scenes feeding the talent. I would have to go to the front into the theater space where everyone was and help out with this and that with the wait staff. And who do I see? Mitch. And I'm going, oh my God. Oh my God. We are like two totally separate worlds. He's in that world, dressed to the nines in this like star-studded event. And here I am behind the scenes, backstage, working my ass off as a caterer, stoned, scared, out of my mind, and just hustling, just hustling. Now, fast forward. That was in my early 20s. Now, fast forward, here I am going to Clive's movie theater in a town near where I grew up. And it's a lot, man. It's all good, but it's like a lot. There's just a lot of energy and memories and feelings around that area for me and that time in my life when I was young and the friends I had that lived there and just, running away from home constantly. And it was like the early 80s and the late 70s. And it was such a different time. And the music that played and the pot that I smoked and the people I hung out with and the relationships I had and the intensity of them and life and all of it. So every time I go to that movie theater, like it all kind of hits me. And it's not a bad thing because I'm here for it, man. I'm alive. I survived all of it, all of it. Leaving home when I was 14, staying at all those friends' houses, I survived all of it. And I I probably am going to run into Clive, and I have an earful for him. If I do, should I run into him, I'm going to be like, Clive, you know me, but you don't. I know you, but I don't. But here we are. Here we are. We are connected by way of your son, by way of my now husband. We are connected by way of the musicians you discovered that shaped my world, that carried me through with their beautiful music. So yes, this was a little bit of a roundabout story to fill you in, but I think I got there. Okay, back to my walk.
Yeah. And I feel the poetry in which we live. And I feel so strong, and I wanna hold on. And I wanna hold on. And I know you. And knowing is hearing, is seeing, is feeling, baby. Don't you know that I know you? I know you. And knowing is hearing, is seeing, is feeling, baby. Don't you know that I know you? I know you.
And again, one of the fun things about life are all the unexpected surprises along the way. So, yeah, I just have to set my mind straight, take my breaths, show up with gratitude, show up with joy, show up to meet my goals and dreams, and deal with all the personalities around me that are ultra sensitive beings that are working with me on my music, and do my best to navigate those relationships and keep my focus, keep the main thing, and not get carried out to sea with emotions. So, yeah, that's what's up. In the park in New York right now on a walk, and I can smell the honeysuckle flowers. We had a wave of wild rose that was intoxicating, heavily perfuming the air. So that dissipated, those flowers fell away, and what took their place is honeysuckle. And now the air is so filled and perfumed with honeysuckle. And I just love it. And I'm just grabbing on to anything nature is giving that's still healthy and thriving, that's still so gorgeous, that still keeps me in a state of wonder and amazement. And yeah, got a lot to do. Got a lot to do in my life, goals and dreams. So balancing that with being present, staying present and enjoying what's right here, right in front of me. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you with that. Peace out, my friends. Lots of love. So that's a wrap. Thank you so much for listening. It was great hanging out with you. For more information, go to my website, alyssasequoia.com. Peace out, friend.